I just finished working out. It's probably like 5:40 in the morning. I make fudge at 6:06. I figure I'll just sneak something in for my people real quick and let people know that, I remain translucent because you don't understand how the amount of mental wealth I have gotten because of the ability for me to, I guess I can say, for the ability for me to talk to y'all. And this is my late night confession. I've been in the hospital. Today would be the 27th day. In one form or another, I got out to go to a doctor's appointment, and they allowed my folks to bring me back. So Blue brought me back. We went to eat, whatever, and I got a chance to be outside for a brief moment. But the longer I was out there, the more I realized that, dude, you go too hard. You go too hard. You don't give yourself the real quotation. You don't give yourself the real formula or outlook on things. Are you really ready? I mean, to be walking around and doing all that stuff. Not saying something's wrong, but health-wise, you got to get back into the form in which you is. And then it's I weighed 370. Shit. And the nurse was like, boy, you solid as a rock. You don't even look like it. I'm like, first, pause, pump your brake. I don't know what that meant, but right. Let's not talk like that. I don't need no temptation. It's only I make temptation not present in my own life. I don't need nobody else to do it. So I'm like, nah, listen, we're gonna stop that conversation because I get what you're saying, and believe me, I remember being a fat boy and to now almost not having no neck. I remember that. I remember being 8 months pregnant. I remember all that. Now I got a 2-pack. I'm trying to get the 4 all the way away so I can get that 6. Then I'd be get my sleeve done, Samoan joint. That'd be cool, man. Be nice, I think. But I don't know whether I'm more afraid that I'm getting used to this shit than I am that the reason behind I'm getting used to it. You know what I mean? As much as I complain about this place, it's you get a lot of things you necessarily don't get in the street. You totally free from a lot of expectations and obligations. But the craziest part about it is I just send, well, I ain't gonna tell the business, but I be doing shit for people in here. I don't run from responsibility. It's the number one thing that I learned that you have to be proud of as a man is to take care of your responsibility, especially the financial ones. You take pride in that shit. You hold your head up high. You walk around and you know that if a motherfucker hating on you, they doing just that, hating on you because people know you play your part. You pay your way. That's a beautiful thing for a man, but I mean, at the end of the day, it always comes back to I don't want to get comfortable with being in these kind of places and shit. You know what I mean? I know it's nothing that I possibly could have done or changed. It was the decree of Allah. So it was the plan of God. It was ordained for me to be going through what I'm going through, and I realize all of that. But I mean, I'm not giving up on hope. I will be a regular fucking person. I will walk around regular. I will wear shoes, both shoes. I will put my foot in the ocean again. I would surf again. I would do all these things. And yes, I don't care. That surfing is not a white thing. I don't know why people always associate things that's good with white. Being in the ocean is not a white thing. My sons was in the ocean when they was 5, 4, 3 years old, swimming when they were younger than that. Like, I refuse to minimize my children's experiences based upon like what race they is. No. But I pose a question and you ain't gotta answer it. You ain't gotta put no comments. Just ask yourself, like, if I had to stay in the hospital 27 days in the midst of this COVID thing, would I be able to cope with just sitting in the room? Like, you have to literally, like the NBA boys did, you have to literally make this like your own space. Like, you don't even get it. Like, real. It's like 49,000 video games over there. And I gotta make this my space. You can get from, you have to be like masked up and all kinds of shit to get out the building. But once you get out the building, like, you can take your mask off, you can be free. But you gotta come back in the building and you gotta do this shit. And it's like, yo, this is a lot of shit. And then I be wondering, like, the nurses, the stuff they gotta do, they gotta have this shit on all day long. It's just a bit much, man, sometimes, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I said I wasn't gonna be digging no chicks and nothing like that. I said I ain't gonna be doing that, but this motherfucker Blue, man. Like, I never want to put nobody in no situation where they got to deal with my shit. I made that mistake in my previous relationship, like, underestimating the toll it takes on a person to deal with this hospital shit and all that. Like, and then, like, the ways that I maneuver around it. Like, I ain't be on these pills, so I got to do something else. But that's something else. So that person might be bad than taking the medicine for the doctor, not knowing, like, that's how dope fiends start. But she don't know that because I trapped my whole motherfucking life. Everybody I know trapped. My family trappers, So I know what that shit gonna lead to. That shit gonna lead to Kensington. So it's like I'm fake taking them joints, off everything. Everything must go sell type shit. Like, I ain't taking them motherfuckers all the time, though. I take them, not all the time. You know what I mean? So she really doing this shit without breaking a sweat. So how can I not, like? So you know what I mean? Like, it's so much shit going on in my life, right? Like, I was like, finally, I ain't gotta fuck with nobody. I ain't into nobody. I damn sure ain't falling in love. I'm gonna be a whore. I cannot wait to be a whore. Like, I've been waiting to try to be a whore my whole life, and I never could do it. I never could be the dude who was having sex and sleeping around with 45 different girls. I never could do it, and I was looking forward to being a whore. Like, I'm gonna be a whore. And God set me down like, son, no, you're not. That's not you. That's not you. I'm gonna send you somebody, no matter how hard it is to realize that your past is gone, your future is bright. Thanks for letting me talk. Remember, if no one told you they love you the day I do, and have a great day on purpose. On purpose. And also remember that if you choose misery, you did exactly that. You chose it because you could have chose to get rid of the things that make you miserable. Decopbo 1.